What's the biggest thing for you to improve on, stepping up and being a starter?
I think everything. Playing the run, being stout as the run, because I'm not as big of a guy, so being solid to run and just everything. Improving not a fast rate. I think I got a lot to prove. So.
Okay.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the After Effect Podcast. I am your host, LeBron Stephen, but you can call me L. Big Brian, B. Brian, whatever you choose. Welcome to episode 31 of the After Effect Podcast. I am your host, LeBron Stephen, but I already said that we have a very special guest. Jonathan Newsome is on the show today. Cleveland native.
Played at the Ohio State University and Boston. I'm very sorry.
Can't hear me. My audio is acting up, but got drafted.
Got drafted in the 5th round of the 2014 NFL draft to the Indianapolis Colts. Had a great career there. Had spent the last 4 to
5 years in the CF, killing it, doing this thing. Super uber excited to have.
And just sent him the link, and so just waiting for him
to jump on.
You're.
Hell nah. What's up, bro?
What's good, bro? How you doing, man? I'm glad you was able to carve out some time,
yeah,
man.
I had to get it started early this morning. 5 a.m. workout, get everything done. Day upstairs, we good. The door locked, no interrupt. We good.
Man, same here, bro. I got up at like 6:45, get my workout in. That's why I was like, man, I'm free after 9 a.m. You the family, man. Whenever you got time.
Man, my bad for that last time, bro. It was like, okay, I'm sure. At first, I was ready, and then something happened. You know how the family should be, bro. Like, it's all day long, bro. It never stops, man. It could possibly be something about to happen any second right now. We got to get going.
Bro, I'm already knowing, man. So, yeah, like I said, bro, I call this the After Effect Podcast, and I started this, man, because I feel like as athletes, we got 20-plus years of experience. We all have an after effect, an after shot, and this is just a platform for us to kind of relive our journey. But more importantly, man, talk about our after effect, talk about, some goals, some things that we always wanted to do outside of football. I think as football players, basketball players, just athletes in general, we get so entrenched in our sport. It's like when it's over, we don't know what we like to do, outside of sports, man. So this is kind of a platform to kind of like shed a light on that.
I believe that, bro. That's important too, because we be so lost, man. As kids, it was just a game, and then it became.
You already know.
It still didn't really click until football is like damn near over. You know what I mean? And it's.
I'm telling you.
Hold on, like you try to tell me since I was a little kid, I've been doing this shit, and now I got to figure out something else to do.
Man, I'm telling you, bro. People really don't understand that, man. I always felt like that was minimized, like the life after sports. I always felt like that was minimized for athletes because, like you said, we've been doing this since we was 8, 9, 10 years old. So it's like when it's over, like what do you do afterwards? Or more so, it's not, because everybody gets a job, and 95% of the world is working a job that they don't want to work.
For sure.
But it's more so about what do you enjoy? How do you make money doing something that you enjoy doing that brings you passion, like whereas you get up every morning wanting to go do it.
Yeah. That translates right over to it because, like you said, we was playing the game for the fun of it until unless we was able to monetize off of it, and we were, saying we got scholarships, and we was able to, at least get our foot in the door with some things, but. It's a short-lived business, bro. I ain't even really realizing until my 2 years was up in the league. It was just like that, and I couldn't even get back on the team. It was all about. It ain't even about like if you're good or not. So it's just like damn,
politics.
Bro, I really got it. Politics as in everything. So it's it's a lot of things. It's when you learn like it's a lot of shit you can't control, and you just gotta like that's where kind of where never ever worried my brand came from.
Exactly.
Everybody called me new.
Yeah, new. We gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that.
Yeah, bro. It always come around to that, bro. Because I was forced to have to like change my mindset, bro. Or otherwise, I was just gonna be hurt. keep punching holes in the walls and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like trying to understand like why not me or why me. But I had to, you know, it's just part of growing up, bro. That we stayed kids, so we was able to stay kids so long because of sports. But yeah, man, I think it's important. I like what you're doing, bro, because it's a need for these young dudes to understand, like, hey, man, this shit is not sweet at all.
It's not sweet at all. You hear me?
At all.
But before I dive into your childhood, man, I feel like obviously we're more than athletes, so let me just get your sentiments or your take on a couple current sports events, man. I know it's early. But who do you have winning the Super Bowl this year and why?
From the teams that I'm seeing, I got basically the two top dogs going to the Super Bowl. I got Pittsburgh and Seattle right now.
Okay.
Just because I think Russell Wilson, I think he's the best quarterback in the league.
Yeah.
And I think the Steelers got the best defense in the league. And I mean,
they do.
That's pretty much, it's about as simple as it gets for me, man.
Right.
Shout out to my dog, Big Cam.
Yeah.
Cam over there in Pittsburgh, J-Ron. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was about to say shout out to J-Ron. He just got active. Yeah. He doing his thing.
Yeah, I'm proud of my boy, man. I'm proud of all my Bill boys out there doing their thing.
Yeah, man.
I gotta shout out, but you know, I gotta give love to the Saints too, because the Glenville Saints.
Yes.
Saints, man. I hope that they can, you know, beat Seattle. If it come down to them too, I'm gonna go with the Saints just because they're my boys. But
right.
Yeah, I'm thinking Pittsburgh. It would be nice to see Pittsburgh and the Saints. You know, I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna go Pittsburgh and New Orleans.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I think it'll be Pittsburgh and Kansas City in the AFC Championship. I don't know who will win that, but I mean, obviously, you know, we Cleveland kids, so I'm always rooting for the Browns. I mean, you know, they having a better year than what we ever been used to.
They are, man. It's weird though, because we still like we ain't really quite.
Right.
Still ain't quite the football we want to see, but we'll take the W's out there. We ain't never been able to win, so we can't complain. Shit. Niggas can't be choosing.
Hey, you know that, but the NFC gonna be interesting, man. With Seattle, and then you got Tampa. I mean, I just can't count TB12 out, man. Even though he's 43, I can't count him out. And then, like you said, the Glenville Saints, man. So I'm hoping that the Saints pick Thato back up, you know, because Bears will let him go.
That'd be nice.
You know, he had great years with them. So yeah, it's an exciting time, man.
I was kind of wanting to see Thato go to New England. I ain't gonna lie. I want to see a Cam and Thato reunion.
Because they really clicked. They really clicked in Carolina.
Yeah, they did. That was the best times. That was my favorite time with Ted, like in the league. Yeah, Cam and them two, like, cause Cam was finding him, bro. It was like, you know that vibe, bro. Cam damn could have went to the Ville, bro. He damn near, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
That team was raw that year. That was one of my favorite.
That team was crazy.
That team was
crazy. Bro, tell me, how have you grown? I mean, we've been almost 9 months in the pandemic, man. How have you grown spiritually, emotionally, mentally? You know, just as a father, more importantly, just as a Black man in general. These last 9 months with the racial injustices, with the coronavirus pandemic, it's funny that people shed more of a light on the racial injustices. You know, since everyone was at home and people had more time to really take a look at it. But we Black, man, we've been dealing with this shit since since birth. Since walking
we was
around,
going to Coventry, since we was trying to grab some shit from Coventry.
You know what I mean? We both got hair. We both got hair. We both got beards. We Black men, tall guys, brolic. So how have you grown, man? Just going through these whole last 9 months, bro.
You know, I think it's just been a blessing, honestly. 2020 is, you know, as crazy as it's been, you got to remember the world works, you know, with balance. So as much as bad stuff it is, it's easy to see, you know, all the bad stuff that's happening and ignore all the good stuff that's happening too. You feel me? It's just like a relationship. You'll focus on one bad thing, you'll forget all the good shit. It's balance, man. So I'm saying, like, for me personally, man, I delivered my son back in December. And then 2020. Thank you. Yep. And then 2020 happened. So I came down here, Canada, the football season got canceled in the CFL. So really I haven't missed like no beat of my second child growing up. I've been seeing his first words, his first steps.
Yeah.
Just being here, being able to see him grow up. We've been getting them. They got the little, you know, the COVID recovery benefits that we get from Canada, and we get them, you know what I'm saying, here too. So it's like, shit, I ain't really tripping about the money or nothing. And I've been able to just chill, work out, and just focus on what's in front of me, man.
Yeah,
focus on what's in front of me, man. Because I mean, like, you know, it's unfortunate like how the media like always portraying so much hate, it's so much propaganda, man. People forget like, you know, the media is straight propaganda. It's always trying to sway you in one direction or the other. And now you're causing a divide because everybody is an individual. We all got our own way of thinking. But that's what the social media did. That's the bad part about social media is you gotta you know, as much good that you can do with as far as like making money and, you know, networking and all that. It come with that devil of you got to sit here and listen. Everybody feel like, you know, saying that they can, you know, express their ego. And that's, you know, that's the biggest problem in the world now is our ego. So, you know, yeah, man. So it's like, you know, we coming into this new age where people are, you know, waking up to, you know, the whole celeb culture and all that is fake. You know, how a lot of this shit is fake, bro. You know what I mean? So I'm happy for the whole spiritual community. It's really all fake, man. It's what I'm saying. It's a TV show, man. And I was telling people, I'm like, bro, y'all got to pay attention to the words that they're using, you know, the dates, you know, just things like how they continuously do this shit. You know, history repeats itself. Like they do this every election year. Like, they're trying to manipulate us. They're trying to instill this whole little new world order. And I ain't really, you know, I ain't blind to it. I'm not gonna sit here and play stupid to it. I'm just staying ready out in this day. Hey, I'm staying ready, bro. Like there ain't nobody finna run up in here forcing no vaccines on nobody.
Man, I'm telling you.
It ain't happening, bro. And I'm hoping my people wakes up, man, because I know like they'll call you a coon if you don't necessarily agree with with popular belief, you know what I'm saying, amongst the black community. Like we all supposed to hate Donald Trump. We all supposed to vote for Biden and all that bullshit. Like, bro, there's so much more shit going on in your own world that you need to focus on. There's so much devils and spiritual battles going on within yourself that you need to focus on, that Breonna Taylor ain't gonna do nothing for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? George Floyd ain't gonna do nothing for you. Rest their souls, you feel me? No offense. You know, rest Kobe, R.B., everybody died, Black Panther, whoever, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you got to worry about you, man.
Exactly.
And you got to focus on what you can control, because other than that, you can sit here mad about some shit that's happening miles and miles away, and you still got to take your ass to work.
Still got to take your ass to work. That 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. I'm telling you, bro. But
you realize you sat there and spent all that time talking about that shit, and it didn't change nothing in your life. You still got to do the same shit you're doing.
Right. I can definitely second that sentiment. I've really been growing on just, you know, in the last 9 months, like you said, man, just the propaganda of the world and what we as Black people are supposed to believe, who we supposed to vote for, who we supposed to follow, just all these different things. I can't hold you though. The Breonna Taylor thing did kind of hit me different because I got a twin. I'm a twin. I got a twin sister. Her name is Breonna. So it kind of just, I just kind of put myself in that predicament, just trying to imagine if something had happened to my sister, like. You know what I'm saying? Then it'd be a total different side of LeBron that nobody ever seen. You know what I mean? If anything happened to her, you know what I mean? So so that was kind of.
I completely understand. You know, people being empathetic. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's always. I think it's important that people put themselves in other people's shoes. You know what I mean? But let's do it all the time. You feel me? Let's not do it just when a cop killing a Black person.
Exactly.
Like, we gotta do this shit all the time, bro. We can't just wait till some shit happen.
Right.
You know, and that's my problem. That's my only problem with the shit. It's like I'm not mad at people I'm not mad at nobody, period. I'm not mad about shit. Let me say that or not. But I think I'm just disappointed that people don't know how to separate themselves. Like when you do put yourself into somebody's shoes, how to separate your emotions from it. You know what I mean? Or how to just like look at things. And
that's what most people can't do because their emotions follow them. They can't look at it freely.
Man. Yeah, we're emotional creatures. We're all influenced off of each other, and women especially, you know what I'm saying, are irrational. You feel me? And what do a man do? We sitting here trying to do everything for a goddamn woman. We sitting here, you know, we want to impress y'all. We want to be a man for y'all and shit. So if my woman sitting here crying about this shit, now I got to go out here as a man and handle. You know what I'm saying? We fighting for we fighting for our spirit, our skin, our women, everything. It's just like, why is we fighting, bro? I don't even understand what the hell we fighting about. Now, what I know is, what I've seen is that, you know, people really be tripping about they ain't got no money, but this year has proven that they can just print out money and they can even got to print it out. They just send you a number in the email. You know what I'm saying? Well, they can just give you money. Like the whole system of the world to me is backwards as hell. Like I don't even understand how we got homeless people and it's people hoarding billions and billions of dollars.
Yeah,
that don't make no sense to me.
That don't make
So
sense.
whenever we start talking about shit like that, that's when it starts. That's when I'm gonna see some real changes. But until then, the change starts within. To everybody watching this, you got to look the person in the mirror and be better. Just be better than you was a minute ago.
Exactly. That's my main slogan. Be better than yesterday.
Yeah.
So last take, bro.
Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
Oh no, you good. Last take, bro. What is your? I know you graduated from a MAC university, and you started at a Big Ten university. I graduated from a Big Ten university. What's your take on Deion Sanders taking that leap of faith and becoming the head coach at a HBCU and kind of changing the trajectory of HBCU just in general?
I think it's dope. I think it's definitely the start. You know what I mean? Like, and somebody like him, like that's the thing. Like, we want to see the celeb culture actually do something. You know what I mean? We tired of people talking for real. We tired of everybody like trying to sway me in one direction or the other. Go do something so that we can follow. So we can really follow when somebody lead, because that's what everybody want. Everybody want like a leader or something. I say you lead yourself. I say everybody, you know, the leader is within yourself. But if you're looking for somebody to look up to, Deion definitely doing this thing as far as
he's that guy.
As far as that go, like that's changing the culture, bro. I've been seeing, you know, 4-star. I think his son is gonna be the quarterback.
Yeah. His son just decommitted from Florida Atlantic, and now he'll be at Jackson State. Yeah,
that's hard.
Yeah,
that's hard.
I knew that was gonna happen.
I can see a lot of people. That's hard though. You know, I can see a lot. I can see a lot of people like, you know, going to HBCUs now.
I'm telling you,
know, they got HBCUs coming up out here for sure. That's cool. I think it's important, man. Just, you know, give people, you know, just gonna open up doors, man.
Yeah, it's very important, man. And you know, I lived in Atlanta for 6 years, so that's when I kind of opened up to the HBCU realm and kind of started meeting a lot of people from, you know, from that kind of background. And one thing that I noticed is they just got like a more of a tight knit community. Like when they graduate, they got mentors, they got older, you know, people that they look up to, that really look out for them, that send them to networking events, that send them to different job opportunities, get those salary jobs. And one thing that I feel like at those bigger universities, the Big Tens and the Macs and all that, I feel like they kind of just use us for our talent. Then when we graduate, we don't really hear from them again, right? Unless, you know, you got a different skin color. But the Black guys, I feel like they don't really look out for you as closely knit as HBCUs do. So I think it's powerful, man. I think it's a tide change coming for sure.
For sure. I didn't even think about it like that. And that's for sure, because I think about it like, you know, we don't be getting no real love when we go back to school. You know what I mean? It's like, damn, bro, we was here, you know, blood, sweat, and tears, trying to pass class, trying to stay up in class, trying to go to practice. Like, come on, bro, that shit was the hardest shit I ever did in my life. Was college football.
I tell you.
Know what I mean? And yeah, I'm talking about even in the pros wasn't even nothing compared to that, bro. Like,
man, people don't understand that college is the hardest.
That's the hardest shit you got, because I gotta go to school too, bro. I gotta be able to like, and I got this curriculum, and we ain't getting no money.
I gotta pay attention to class. My body hurt, my knees hurt, my ankle hurt, my shoulders hurt.
Come on, man. My mind. I'm trying to go to the league. That's all I'm thinking.
I got to do homework. I gotta write papers. I gotta take notes.
Man, I'm talking about I used to spend weeks. I used to cram so much, bro. Like weeks, I'll just be in the library. I ain't even went home for 3 days type shit. Just finishing papers.
I'm telling you, bro.
It's tough. And then go play in the game the weekend.
I'm telling you, bro. People don't understand, man. So let's dive into your childhood, man. We both Cleveland kids. Talk about just the Cleveland culture. I think I was born in 89. I know you was born in probably like 91, 92. But just talk about growing up in the 90s in Cleveland. You know, it's a different atmosphere now. It's 2020. The kids got YouTube, they got the internet, they got phones, they got all different kinds of things. And, you know, us growing in the 90s, we didn't have none of that. The internet didn't even come out till 98. We really had to go outside. We really had to interact with each other. We really had to be outside all day. So just talk about just growing up, the culture in the 90s, man. I grew up on Miles and Lee Road. I'm sure you probably grew up somewhere on St. Clair Superior over there. So just talk about maybe some influences that you had growing up, and you know, just how you started to kind of matriculate to playing sports and kind of starting to find yourself.
Yeah, like you said, bro, we used to be outside. Like that was the main thing. So a lot of my friends, like I say, like, you know, dating back to my earliest Cleveland memories was like 3rd grade. I was born in Atlanta. You know what I mean? So
okay.
My mom went to my mom went to HBCU.
Nice.
And my biological father did too. He went to Morehouse. My mom went to Spelman.
Oh, nice.
So I was actually born in Grady.
Okay.
And we she moved. You know, my mom was from Cleveland. Though. She went to Shaw. So whatever hiccup happened when I was young with my parents, they, they split up. My father wasn't really into. I didn't really know my father until I was like 22 years old. And I was at Ball State. I met him later on in life. But my stepfather was heavy in my life though. Like right around the year 2000, like that was like third grade for me. And that's when I started playing football because it started off in the streets for real, like sideline pop. You know what I'm saying? We playing artificial quarterback, Dino Man, shit like that.
Yeah, Dino Man.
I'm that, you know what I'm saying? I'm that dude out here, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm the first one getting picked on the teams and shit. And whoever on my team, we winning for real. I had friends that was playing. I had actually went to Coventry. I went to Coventry Elementary School. My boy D'Amico, rest in peace, Herman Gross. They was playing for the Tally Tigers. And that's when I first wanted to play. And my uncle Sean was actually coaching for the Tally Tigers, and they were the Forest Hill Tigers at this point. They changed their name to Forest Hill, so that was the first team I played for. And played. It was just natural, bro. When I went out there, bro, we got the pads on. I was putting people on their ass, like it was natural, bro. Just like I'm like, I love this shit, man. You know what I mean? But I always wanted to. My grandma actually had me in the church so much that I wanted to be an actor at first. Like I was always in the church plays. So shout out to Starlight. Starlight Baptist Church in East Cleveland.
Shout out.
I was always in the church, every Sunday all the way up until about high school. And I actually ended up going to the School of Arts, Cleveland School of Arts for acting.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And, so 6 and 7. Yeah, I've been all over Cleveland, bro. So 6th or 7th grade, I went to Cleveland School of Arts and I was in there for drama, but for me, that was going straight from elementary school to a high school pretty much because School of Arts was from 6 to 12. So that shit was like, it was a lot going on for me.
Yeah, man. You saw all the older kids and all that.
Man, it was just a lot of fun up in that bit. And I was a class clown, low key, man. I always was kind of just outspoken and couldn't never really be contained in a certain way. So I was always smart and shit. So that was probably why I got away with some shit because you couldn't fail me out your class. I was still passing, but. Authority was that was the thing I had to understand. I had to come into an understanding of that later on in my life. Like, it's just time and place for everything. Right. But yeah, man, I started off as an actor. Football and sport and basketball kind of came into my life later. Like when I was like 9 or 10. Then basketball in middle school. I stopped playing basketball when we got to the Ville because I was just like, man, shit, I'm trying to go to the league, man. This shit is the key. Like we had the ticket. I think me and you actually transferred to the Ville the same year because I was at Benedictine. My 9th grade year. I had first went to Benedictine because my mom pulled me out of the School of Arts my 8th grade year. Said I needed a little bit more structure, so she put me in this in the Lutheran school over off 185th called St. John Nottingham. So shout out to all my peoples at Nottingham too, man. Small class, we was one class per grade.
Yeah, your ass really have been all around Cleveland.
I went everywhere. I went to hella schools, man. So I know a lot of people, man. So just in Cleveland, man, it's really small. It's a big city, but it's small, especially when you move around a lot.
I'm telling you.
The whole St. Clair, man. We was moving up and down St. Clair my whole life for real. We stayed on 146, then on 156. So we was just, that's where I grew up at the most, is on 156 years. So when I got to 9th grade, when we moved to 156, it was early. So we stayed on 156 all the way up until about 2009. Before my parents had split up. When I was in high school.
Yeah, it's funny, man. I know you said you went to School of Arts. I think because I went to Whitney Young, and Whitney Young was a Cleveland public school. So we played the Nathan Hales and the FDRs and the Patrick Henrys and the Harry Davis and the Audubons, all that. But we were
a badass school, man. They had Whitney Young was bad, bro. We used to perform in front of them like at the Playhouse and shit. So they would come see us perform and shit, and they was just bad as hell, bro. The whole school was bad.
See, that's what people don't realize. Whitney Young was actually the only major works public school in the city of Cleveland. It was basically like an honors. It was an honors middle school. Like you had to keep over like a 2.8 cumulative GPA to even stay in the school. So I just remember in middle school, because I was nice. I played football and basketball, but Whitney Young didn't have a football team. So you know, I had hit a growth spurt. I couldn't play mini league no more after like I was like 11.
Same.
11 was
Same.
my last year.
Yep, same. I had to go play 8th grade. Like
Yeah. So
same.
I played basketball, I played soccer, I did track, all that stuff, man. But I just remember getting in fights all the time with the guys from like Nathan Hale, because all those schools was like hella bad. Like, and so they used to look at us like, oh yeah, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Oh, y'all niggas smart. Like I'm about to like y'all soft for real. Like, so I remember getting in fights all the time, but really just having to prove
Cleveland
myself.
culture, man.
Yeah,
Cleveland
you know
culture right there. I was getting ready to touch on that because like I know it sounded like I was living in the listen, man. The sports was the escape because you was going in one direction or the other. I swear and I put that on my soul, like like, and that's why we always be running into issues sometimes with football because it's like y'all don't know y'all dealing with some real like
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like we from this shit. Like this the only time we really get to be who we really is out here. Like you know what I mean? Like because otherwise I got to go out here in the streets and do it. I don't want to do that because you know what I'm saying? It's gonna make my mama mad. You know what I'm saying? I could lose my life. And I got people who in it right now, and I'm just like, shit, man, like that ain't for me, you know?
Exactly.
But you know, it's like we all cut from the same cloth though. So even though they chose that path, like we all got them devils.
It's in us, yeah. Them devils, that dark side, it's definitely in us, and
it's in us.
And I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I'm scared of that person. That's why I be going to therapy. I be trying to heal. I be trying to do everything that I can do, bro, just to mask that, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm scared of that person, and I don't want nobody to see that person. I don't want that person to come out.
I'm trying to tell you, I feel you, bro. Like it's a scary sight. Real talk. And I even my mama one time, like I was at a dark place, like when I had first got to Ball State, because I was like, I was transitioning from going to Ohio State to Ball State, and it was like I had to sit out a year and shit like that because they wouldn't let us just transfer over and play. So it was a transition period, and I was going through some dark times for real, bro. I remember like my mama looked at me in my eyes. She was like, I've never seen that look in your face before. Like it scared me. Yeah, and that's when I really was like, all right, I gotta get my shit together, man. Exactly, you know what I'm saying? As far as like how I'm processing information, how it's just being aware, bro. Just awareness at the end of the day. Just being aware of how you feeling in the moment. And being able to respond rather than react. It's a difference, bro.
Yeah. I totally agree, bro. So talk about, like you said, man, we transferred to Glenville at the same time. We was teammates 2006, 2007.
Yeah.
Talk about just when you started, and it's funny that I'm bringing this up when I say talk about how you started to come into your body and started hearing from colleges. Because I was literally there. Like I saw, we was the same height. You was a little smaller than me, but I literally watched you, bro. I literally watched you become who you became, and become a top recruit, and just all of those things, man. So talk about just that transition when you had that growth spurt, when you started to come into your body, when you started to hear from colleges and became ultimately that top recruit that ended up, being top in the state of Ohio, which is a football state, and ended up going to the Ohio State University. Just walk me through that timeline a little bit.
I was just inspired, you know what I'm saying, bro, honestly, bro, we wore the same, like when you left, I grabbed your jersey, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
I remember.
I always let people know, like, Brown, so I had to wait my turn, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that was, and I looked up to you, bro. I did the same shit you did. Like we wasn't no offensive lineman shit, but we was.
Man, I wasn't no offensive lineman.
Motherfuckers had to go play center, bro. They put us at center.
Yeah.
Because nobody else was able, because we was the only ones that was gonna be able to really do it the best though. Like that's just go to show you the type of heart we had. So I always admired your play. Mel Martin, Mel Hines, bro. We had some dogs. Like it was just some dogs. That whole squad, bro, was
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I had number 66 on dressing varsity. So I wasn't even tripping about none of that shit.
I forgot about that.
I had to wear 66, bro. I'm like, damn, dog. Like that's the only number we got left.
Young boy.
All right, it's cool. I said, listen, next year I'm grabbing that 5'5", and it's my turn, bro. It's my time, bro. So basically,
and you made it
after y'all left, bro, I made it up in my mind like it's my time, bro. So,
yeah.
I went to speed and strength. Yeah, I started going to speed and strength out there in Euclid.
Yeah,
started working out with Tim and shit, and it was on from there, bro. Like I wasn't playing. And then my competition was actually I still had to. I was just a junior, and it was still some seniors in front of us. But we went out to Indianapolis and played Warren Central, our first game, and then I wasn't starting or nothing because I actually had got hurt in
That was
preseason.
2008.
So I didn't even start my
2008, right?
Willie
Willie low in the mirror. Yeah.
Yep. So it was so silly, bro, because we was getting ready to go scrimmage Cardinal Mooney, I think, and it was like that week in practice, a fight broke out in like when we was taking a break. You know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers like landed on my leg, fucked my leg up, so I couldn't even play in the scrimmage. Damn. So I sat out the whole preseason. So I was just basically a backup on varsity when we first started going. When the season first started, and that was our first game was in Indianapolis, 2008. And we played Warren Central, bro. And Winston was in front of me. Winston Etheridge, man. Yeah. You know, he was a big body dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's gonna be hard to try, basically beat him out of position. But I think he went down. I got in, bro. Never came out. After that, I never came out. And that was my last game. That was the last time I ever like sat out of a high school football game. For real. I ain't never from that point on, it was over with.
Yeah,
6 tackles
from there.
Sacks. It was just easy, bro. Getting easy money out there. And then but it was it's so crazy like how easy it was then because I'm nowhere near the player that I was nowhere near the player that I am now, bro. Like knowledge-wise, like experience, like bro, I was just seeing what was in front of me. I had no idea what was going on.
Just athletic, just out there, just being athletic, natural, just making plays.
Hitting and running. Shit, that's all we do. We hit and run, bro. That's it. Like, it wasn't really nothing. If you could do that, you'll be all right. So
exactly.
Yeah, man.
So talk about, man, what went into your I mean, I know it went into your decision. Obviously, we growing up in Ohio, we all want to go to the Ohio State. Did you consider anybody else, or you just knew in your head, like, man, as soon as I get this offer, I'm committed?
Yeah, man. I tell people, the reason I transferred to Glenville was in 2014. They had sent 22 people D1, and I'm like, I need to. You know what I mean? Then I was going through my struggles at Benedictine too, like politics, racism, all type of shit. Been seeing.
Yeah, Bruce Davis, he told me about that. He went to Benny before he came
we was in there together actually with Bruce.
Okay.
Bruce, man, we was in there together actually. Bruce, Eric Thomas, all them. You know what I mean? Like, bro, I had to get up out of there. So, and then on top of that, Glenville, I had played for the Titans. I ain't even tell you when I was in Muni League, my second year, I ended up going to Glenville playing for the Titans. So I was really a Titan for real. I started off with Tally, but a couple years with the Titans, and then I ended up playing 8th grade. Anyway, that was home for me. So I'm like, let me get back to playing with my boys and shit. I transferred to the Ville, but before I did that, I had a sit down meeting with Ginn. In his office out in Lawrenceville, actually. I think it was on Lawrenceville Center Road. And he had like an office over there or something like that at the time. Maybe I'm tripping. I could be tripping. But we sat down and we talked about like what my goals was and why I wanted to transfer to Glenville, what I was trying to do. And he asked me what I told him, I said, I'm trying to go to Ohio State. Straight up. Like, I don't even know what else. I'm trying to go to Ohio State. That's my goal. I want to go play at Ohio State. Because y'all sent all them people to Ohio State, plus, wherever else. I know if it ain't going to be Ohio State, it could be somewhere else.
Right.
And that was actually my first scholarship offer, man. They came to see Big Mark. Big Mark was the, number one recruit. That was my best friend, too, man. So shout out my dog.
Yeah.
They came to see Big Mark.
Shout out Mark.
Came to see Big, man, that's my dog, man. They came to see Big Mark. He was top recruit in the country, U.S. Army All-American. They seen, Big Mark dogging people on film, but then as they watch the film, they see me too.
Yeah. And
that's pretty much how that worked out. Taver Johnson was the Northeast Ohio recruiter and defensive backs coach at Ohio State at the time. And he called my mom. Like we sat down. I met him. They were like at the school that day. Then they called like later on that night and was like, "Yeah, we offering you a scholarship." And we went da. I'm like, shit. I held on, and I tried to hold my water on that commitment, bro, for like as long as I could. Right. I was committed before my senior year had even started, bro. I didn't even take no other visits. I'm like, I want to take one visit, man. I ain't gonna play around.
That's where we all want to go. You know that.
I ain't gonna play around. Yeah, I couldn't. It's special, bro. You know what I'm saying? I felt, and I'm like, shit. I'm not gonna fuck around with that. I gotta go.
All right, man. I'm already knowing, bro. So talk about your transition going from the Ville to Columbus. And what's crazy is I don't know. I'm sure you probably remember, or you remember once I tell you. But your freshman year, 2009, we played against each other in the Big Ten championship in the shoe.
Yes, that shit was live, bro.
Yeah, y'all beat us in overtime. Y'all went to the Rose Bowl. We went to the Orange Bowl.
That was crazy, bro. Yeah,
but that was your true freshman year, man. And that team, it was about like 7, 8 Ville guys. And then I think at the time, I was at Iowa. Willie Lowe was at Iowa. Bruce Davis was at Iowa.
Bruce.
Yeah, so for all of us to play against each other in the Big Ten championship, bro, like Like
That shit was cold.
What was that like in your eyes? Because I remember us dapping each other up and just showing love after the game, which was a crazy game. But it's crazy.
It was.
When we in the grind, we don't really get to feel those feelings, right? Like, or really get to like put those kind of experiences in retrospect. But thinking back on it, it's like, man, that's actually that was actually crazy that we was able to experience that. But just talk about your transition from the Ville to Columbus. And then obviously your true freshman year playing on special teams, getting snaps, and going to the Rose Bowl.
Yeah. It was another one of, mindset things. Like I went to Ohio State with the mindset like, shit, I'm not redshirting. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give them every reason to put me in the game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do whatever it is they need me to do. And then my whole mindset was I'm 3 and out. Shit, I'm about to go 3. I'm 3 years at Ohio State and I'm declaring for the draft.
Exactly, 3 and out.
That was always my goal. So when I first got there, shit was actually a smooth transition. I went down there in the summer. Got my first semester was 3.4 GPA.
Mm-hmm.
I had a great, first camp. It was hard, but Mel Hines was actually my roommate.
Okay,
so like when they was hazing dudes and shit, like I was cool, but they didn't fuck with
yeah. You was with Mel. You was with Mel. You know everybody gonna fuck with Mel.
Not playing that shit, bro. Hey man, I'm talking about they had left all the freshmen in like a meeting. We was in there at 9 p.m. You know what I'm saying? They let all the upperclassmen go back to the hotel. And we just hearing about how they finna tear up everybody's stuff, throw everybody's stuff in the hallway.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah, man, I know Mel ain't gonna let these motherfuckers touch my shit. I know he not, bro. I know he not. I get back, man, everybody shit.
Mel ain't having that.
I went back to my room. I'm good. My shit good. I'm like, yeah, that's that Ville shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But going back to that Rose Bowl game, I mean, that was a crazy year, bro. Like, that was a crazy year. It was me. It was basically me, my boy Deron Carter, Chris Carter's son, Big Mark, and maybe like 2 other freshmen. We was the only ones to really be playing. You know what I mean? My boy Melvin Fellows, he had got hurt. He had hurt his knee, so he wasn't able to.
I remember him. That was a DN, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Yep. Yeah, we had Cleveland dude, and so he wasn't able to play, but he was always, that's my dog to this day. Brother, he just got married. Shout out to him too.
Yeah.
But as far as I saying, yeah, man, it was just a crazy year, bro. We was only freshmen playing, but I remember I sat out the first 3 games because they was redshirting me. They was like, we gonna redshirt you. I was hurt.
Yeah.
But I was just dogging shit in practice, bro. Like it was not. I was just killing them too. I was doing too much in practice. I'm killing y'all on special teams. I'm getting picks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, on scout team and shit. They like, all right, this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying, he ready. So they put me on kickoff or whatever. Now I remember, I never really played kickoffers. I never really played special teams till I got to college. Mm-hmm. So there was an adjustment for me. Like my first few games, bro, motherfuckers was smacking me out there, bro. Like because I ain't have my head on the swivel. Like I'm running down. I just see the ball. And I'm like, see ball, get ball. I ain't even processing this motherfucker trying to hit me out here. So like you line up at the 5 on kickoff, bro. Yeah. You got to deal with the tackle, the guard, and the dude. It's 3 people that got the potential to block.
Yeah, gotta be.
I'm thinking that's, bro. I'm thinking, man. I'm seeing motherfuckers looking at me, right? They doing the look, and then they go turn to the other motherfucker. Now boom,
and they coming back.
Oh, fuck, man. I'm talking about they was rocking my ass, bro. I was rocking my shit too. I'm like, man, I hated playing them motherfuckers. Like, listen, I hated playing y'all because them niggas was really out there. You knew what time it was. He was out there hitting shit. You had to hit shit. And then they put me on punt my sophomore year, but they put me on punt. And I had to, and we came to Iowa. Adrian Claiborne was in front of me on punt. And Tressel telling me the whole week, he gonna be licking his chops when he see you, Newsome. You gotta stay in front of him and shit. Cause we watching film, but this nigga just booming motherfuckers to the back of into the punter and shit. I'm like, nah, bro, he can't be doing it.
Yeah, animal, bro.
I'm like, man, he can't. I ain't about to let this man do me like that.
Motherfucker, so. Bro, that motherfucker was 290 with a 40-inch vertical, man. Like, just bro,
I'm saying animal. He was different, bro. I'm like, man, how he don't look like he's supposed to be moving like that. You know what I mean?
Just he's different, bro. Squatted like 600, just different, bro.
Different. But yeah, man, when we played y'all in the Rose Bowl my freshman year, but that was a special moment because I'm like, for one, I basically had polished up by the time we played y'all.
Yeah, it was the end of the season. Yeah.
Again, you know what I'm saying? So and that was, it was a big game, bro. I think I went against you and Bruce. I was going against you and Bruce the whole time. Yeah. I remember that shit was fun, bro. Like, I'm like, damn, bro, I'm playing my OGs. I'm playing my OGs out here though. Like, we in this bitch. Like,
I'm telling you, bro, that shit was crazy.
That shit was live, bro. And then for how it even ended, you know what I'm saying? Like it was
overtime, crazy game.
Overtime, shit, yeah. And then we Sports Illustrated. Yeah. They got me on Sports Illustrated with the rose in my mouth, bro. I'll never forget that game.
Oh, for real? That's crazy.
Yeah. I got a little photo time, little
camera
time.
I seen that. I seen that picture a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, big teeth. Hella teeth.
So talk about what went into your decision to transfer to Ball State. Because I was from the outside looking in. I didn't really know what happened. So just give me some details on your decision to go from Ohio State to Ball State, but also like you said earlier, you had a bunch of brothers at Ohio State, but then you transferred to Ball State. And you had some brothers there as well. Who you played with in high school. So talk about that transition.
It was easy. Well, it wasn't. Oh yeah, it was easy. It was okay. What happened was, bro, I was once the football season was over with, it was just basically adjusting to this regular college life with just some, workouts and shit. So I was having fun, bro. It was a lot of fun going on at Ohio State, and I wasn't really too focused on my classes, bro. And I ended up, but I mean, shit, college was hard too. I ain't gonna sit there and say that the classes were just easy, but not to make no excuses, man. I wasn't really putting all the effort that I should have been putting into my schoolwork, so I ended up being academically ineligible for 2 straight years at Ohio State in the springtime.
Okay.
And once the second time happened, they basically brought me in after camp. I had ended up playing in both the spring games and shit. I got my grades together to where to the point where they let me participate in the spring again, let me play. But it was like 2 hiccups with the grades and shit, and then other shit too, man. Just me being myself, bumping heads with coaches a little bit sometimes. Yeah, so I just had some growing up to do, but at the same time, like I had dug myself into a bit of a hole.
Yeah.
And they were talking about, going into my junior year, I basically had, special teams and a couple starts under my belt. I was supposed to be going in as a starting Sam linebacker my junior year. Mm-hmm. They said, we bumping you down the 3rd string going into camp, and you're going to have to work your way up. And I just wasn't feeling it, bro. Because I ain't know, I seen how, like you said, we had brothers at Ohio State, bro. So I was kind of seeing how they did, like Smalley. I seen how they did Rob.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you'll get forgotten up in that motherfucker. They wasn't sitting here playing homage to the Ville like that. You know what I'm saying? They had us in there because we earned that shit. But once we got there, we were still just another number, though. You know what I mean? So I'm like, bro, I got goals, bro. You know what I'm saying? I can't afford to get buried on the depth chart to some freshmen that's coming in, and I've been putting in work for the last 2 years. And it ain't like I wasn't working to fix my grades and shit. You know what I'm saying? I ended up fixing them. But politics was playing a big role in why I decided to transfer from Ohio State, because I just wasn't trying to play the backseat role to nobody after I had felt like, it was my time. So
that makes sense.
I remember telling all my boys too, like Timmy C, all them. I was kicking it with them before I left. I'm like, shit, man, I'm telling y'all, like, I'm about to go to Ball State. I said, I'm gonna do my 2 years here. I'm gonna kill this shit. I'm still to the league, bro.
Yeah.
So that's my goal, bro. And it was easy for me to choose Ball State because Trav, Theon,
Ami, all those
A-Rod, Ami, Shane.
All those guys there.
I mean, we had so many Ville niggas at Ball State, and they used to come, Trav and they used to pull up on me on the way back to Cleveland because it's right, Columbus was actually right in between the 2 schools.
Muncie.
So
yeah,
Muncie. So it's crazy. You go from Cleveland to Columbus, just 71, right? Then you hop on 70, and you can get straight to Indianapolis or Muncie, wherever you trying to go. It's just 2 straight shots though. So literally right in the middle.
Yeah.
So I used to be able to come back and forth and shit. When I got to Ball State, I used to come back to Ohio State a lot. You know what I'm saying? To see my people. Because it was only a few hours away.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And then you transferred to Ball State, and basically, like you say, you went crazy for them 2 years with the 1-1 on. And then
man, I was happy. I was happy about that, bro. You know how long I had been waiting to put 11 on or something, like a sweet ass number, bro? Like,
yeah.
Like, damn, bro, I can't never choose my fucking number, man.
Right. Man. So just talk about having that illustrious 2-year career at Ball State. You go crazy for 2 years, and then obviously you go to the combine, kill it as a tweener edge guy. Ended up going in the 5th round. So just talk about when the tide changed for you, and you everything that you saw in your head from a little kid, all that success. talk about when it started to come into fruition. You know, you went crazy in 2 years, and then you went to the combine, and you ended up still getting drafted in the 5th round. So just talk about, you know, just those feelings and what it felt like walking through that.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. My junior, like I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like even after my first my first year at Ball State, that I got to play, I had to sit out the first year I was there. Then the second year was 2012, so that would have been my red shirt junior year. We went to the before Brady Bowl, and we ended up playing Central Florida. Excuse me. We ended up playing Central Florida, and Blake Borders was the quarterback. So I had planned on basically going off on them. I had a great season that year. We beat a lot of top 10 teams and all type of shit. Like just basically put ourselves on the map. And I was planning on leaving after that game. Like I was going to declare for the draft after that game, but I got hurt, twisted my ankle early in the first quarter. So I felt like I had basically, you know, you shot that chance. You know, that chance got shot down. So I came back for my senior year, but that's when everything kind of started happening for me. Like agents was, you know, pulling up. Scouts was talking to me at practice and shit, and then you know agents was coming to my house trying to basically get me to sign with them. I chose the Sports Stars, and then we ended. My senior year was great. I had another good senior year. We ended up going to the GoDaddy Bowl, and right after the GoDaddy Bowl, I left from the GoDaddy Bowl and went straight to Pensacola and trained down there. It was 40 minutes away, so I started training right then and there for the draft. And just, you know, that shit was, you know, I was just locked in, bro. I was locked in. I'm like, shit, it's not. It wasn't really, it didn't really hit me until it happened, though. Like, I'm like, I'm still just like, you know, just talking about it, you know, putting in the work, like how I've been doing. Like, I've been doing this shit for literally 10 years, like since I was 9 years old. I've been putting in the work for this time, but it still hadn't happened yet. So I'm just like, you know, and then draft day came, bro. And they was projecting me to go 3rd round. So I'm thinking like, I'm going
I thought
third.
you was going, I thought you was going to go 2nd or 3rd for sure. You know, I was watching.
Yeah, I thought it. Yes, but I, you know, they, you know, the politics, the red flags, whatever the fuck they want to call it, man. They always trying to find a reason to not pay you or to not put you in the game for whatever reason that is. But politics again. But yeah, man, I was sitting there like the first day went by, and then like 4th round went by, and I was in my mama back. I was actually in Georgia, bro. I was in my mama backyard, and she was living in Austell. She had a big ass backyard, like. Good, it's about a good 25 yards between the fences in her backyard. So I was just started running gases and shit because I was just like, fuck it, man. I'm just, you know, run off some steam because I'm walking around here acting mad and shit. And I don't want nobody to know.
I can see your ass running gases, man. It's long shot.
I'm like, man, because bro, it was at that point I was like thinking about life, like what was I gonna do had I got all the way to this point and not got. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get dragged and I didn't get a chance, bro. I was hurting I was hurting. Then Ginn called me. And then Ginn had called me. Actually, Trav called me and was like, Ginn trying to get your number. I guess Ginn didn't have my number. So then sent Ginn my number, or I called Ginn. And then he was like, yeah, the coach been calling me all day. They trying to draft you, man. And we had like a quick conversation. I said, yeah, I'm good. I'm ready to go. And then next thing you know, Pagano had called me. Chuck Pagano, he was the head coach. And then, you know, it was set from there. But I was actually in the shower when they called because I had just got done running gases and shit. So I had to hurry up, put my clothes on, ran downstairs so I could see the announcement on TV, man. Seeing my shit scroll across the bottom. I'm like, yeah, man, that was one of the greatest days of my life, bro. Dream come true. Literally, though. Literally, though. Dream come true. So. And I be thinking about all the shit that I did it for, you know what I'm saying? Everybody who I did it for, like, because I'm one of them people, bro, like, I don't know, I got hella love for everybody. Like, when I do some shit, I promise you, I ride for everybody. We did some shit, you know what I'm saying? So if you're a part of me, just know that you was a part of that shit too, though. You know what I mean? Like, we made it. I don't never be on no selfish shit. And I think, like, I think I had to learn how to be a little bit selfish, you know, as time went on, because, like, even when I got to leave, I was doing a lot of things for a lot of people.
Oh yeah,
and you see how people change, like their attitude towards you change, like when you reach, you know, a certain level of success.
When you touch a bag, or they
man, people
entitlement. People feel like the entitlement and thinking you owe them something and stuff like that.
Yeah, or just people acting like we was always cool. You know what I'm saying? Like it be even that shit. Like you be like, damn, bro, we never hung. I always been cool.
Like I don't even know you like that. Yeah,
you ain't never reached out to kick it though. Like I ain't never. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas crazy. You know, motherfuckers, like it be a lot of dudes for real. Like, you know, it be more like you'll think like it's a lot of girls that's and shit. Yeah, man, be a lot of dudes, man. That's another thing. Like, but I mean, like that's just something I've been seeing a lot my whole life anyway, bro. Like people gravitate towards success, man. It's just what it is.
Always, bro. So talk about man, those first 2 to 3 years you was with the Colts, man. Like you said, bro. It's funny that you said when you make it, we made it, because obviously, the draft day for me is a day that I hate reliving. You know what I mean? Like it was a hard day, bro. Just like you said, you put in so much work. And a guy like me, I've always been just such a hard worker, man. Never taking no shortcuts, things like that. And like you say, man, I went through so much bullshit at Iowa, through the racism and the nepotism and the politics. So much bullshit, man. I didn't transfer just because how I was raised. I was raised like a dog. I knew they didn't fuck with me, and I'm like, no, all right, I'm gonna prove y'all wrong. Yeah, I'm gonna fight through it. And so the draft day was hard for me, bro. Not, I felt like I underachieved, and like you said, I was in a dark place for a long ass time, to the point where, you know what I mean, I was willing to do some non-trustworthy things, just because of the space that I was in and just all that stuff. And I had to dig deep and fight through it, you know what I'm saying, to kind of stay who I was, and like really had to talk myself out of it. Like, Brian, come on, bro, that ain't even you. Like, you ain't get drafted. Like, keep fighting, keep pushing. Like, but it took me a while to kind of get through that, man. So to see you make it, bro, to see J. Ron Elliott, just all the other edge guys, man, like, I can't even tell you like what that did to me, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it felt like I made it, like you said. And so
I still feel like I'm still in it, because they still in it. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, long as we in there, bro, I don't be tripping about that shit no more, man. It takes some time, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause it's emotional. It's emotional.
Yeah, it is emotional. Yeah.
You realize, like, you got like you said, you look at the balance, man. You look at the blessings and all that shit, like how, like, the doors that this shit opened for you. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't even be able to be doing what you're doing right now.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
It's raw, bro. We raw, bro.
Exactly.
Shit cold. Everything happened exactly how it's supposed
to. I'm telling you, man. The universe always working, man. So talk about those first 2-3 years, man. Obviously, I followed you hella closely. I mean, every time you got in, I think you had 4.5 or 5 sacks your rookie year. Every time you got in, you went crazy. You had a pressure or TFL or a sack, but you got to play with Robert Mathis and just catch game from them. Then I remember, I will never forget this. I remember you sacked fumbling Peyton Manning, and you sacked Tom Brady. It just, just crazy. As an edge guy, pass rushing is an art. Like, and we understand that. We know that. So to see you hit niggas with the low shoulder, and to see you hit niggas with the spin, and then see you hit a nigga with the fake spin, and then the bull rush, and then work to a third, and just all those things, bro. When I say I was having, like, basically a heart attack every time you went crazy, bro, because it's just like it brought me so much joy, man. So if you could relive those experiences, just, you know what I'm saying, those crazy experiences, having success, just talk about that a little bit.
Oh man, it just go back to the dog mentality, bro. Like, proving people wrong and shit. Like, even as a 5th round pick, I had a chip on my shoulder. Like, and you can go back to, like, the training camp videos and shit where they was like, they saying Jonathan Newsome was making waves and camp and shit. And then I'm like, listen, man, like, my goal was to come here and take somebody's spot. That's all it's ever been. I'm here to play. You know what I mean? So whatever I got to do, like it's always been. And being able to be coached by some good, I mean, like you said, being able to, like, be in there with Rob and learn pass rush for real. Like, I really first started learning pass rush for real at Ball State. My coach at Ball State, Coach Wilt, and I think he had Minnesota right now. He was at Cincinnati, but he was D-line coach at Minnesota, man. He was heavy on, like, teaching me the techniques and shit. Like, you're going to be a technician. He was like, because it don't matter how fast or strong you are, your technique going to save you all the time, bro. So I owe the beginning of my pass rush journey to him for sure. Then I got to the league, and they was just teaching me new shit, man. I was with Rob. I was with dude named Eric Walden. They was my OGs, man. Yep, they was my OGs out there, bro. And they was doing their thing, teaching me the ropes. But then Rob had went down, so it was like, the door was open for me to just make plays, bro. And then I had a great preseason. Yeah. I mean, I pretty much got sacking out in every game we played in the preseason. Then, I remember that. Like, I played on special teams. I was knocking people's heads off of special teams. Like, and whenever I got in the game, bro, I just, like, I got to do something. Like, I got to do something. Even if it's just, I got to just bully somebody real quick. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, just so you see me y'all going to see me for real. I mean, y'all see me do something, bro.
Right.
And
right.
it started in practice, bro. Like it always starts in practice.
Practice.
I'm turning up in practice, and then I'm turning up in practice every day, having fun.
Man,
and shit was just fun, bro. Shit was fun as hell, man.
What was it like sack fumbling Peyton Manning, bro? Like I'm sure like with you going through it, he just felt like a normal quarterback, right? But because really he is. He's a human being like we are. But still, when you think back on it, man, that's Peyton Manning, bro. That's Peyton Manning.
It wasn't like that at the time. It was like that. It was like that. I was thinking like that when we was playing. I'm just like, I remember I think our first game, my rookie year was against Denver, right?
Okay.
We played in Denver the first game, and that's when I was just like, I was lined up across from Peyton. I'm like, okay, this shit just settled in now. Like, what? I'm like, man, that's Peyton Manning, motherfucker. Is you crazy? Like, and this nigga, like, I couldn't get to him that first game, but we played in the playoffs, bro. You know, I had led the team in sacks, so I was getting way more playing time.
Yeah.
And Peyton, I know he was like, he seen me like jump the snap a lot, bro. He hit me with a fake snap. I jumped off sides, right? So this is like another one of them things that used to piss me off, bro. I was always on a short leash. I do some shit like that, I'm coming out the game. You know what I mean? So it ain't no.
I hate that shit, bro. Every time you super athletic or something like that, the coaches, it's like the coaches don't like it, bro. They put you on a short leash. I hate that shit.
Yeah,
it was like that in Iowa, bro.
Leash, bro. Forever on a short leash, bro. Because there's a lot of shit that they can't coach, man. I be noticing, like, coaches be having the ego in it. They want to make motherfuckers and shit like, bro,
so much ego. Bro. Instead of just letting you do what you do, instead of letting you be you.
That's why I'm happy. Like, I'm happy a lot of former players is becoming coaches now because we need that, bro. Because like, we listen to motherfuckers that ain't even play. Like, you can't even do this shit.
I'm telling you,
you can't do none of this shit I'm doing. But you trying to tell me some shit, man. I don't like that. I don't like that,
bro.
Yeah.
I can
you
talk.
Know we could. Hey, man, you know we know. Man.
Yeah, you know that. So
short leash shit, man. They snatched me out the game, right?
And then they let you back in, though.
Let me back in. That's when it happened, bro.
Yeah.
When I got right back in, he was like, "Get back out there." It was like, "Hi," jumped off sides, and I think it was like, they was like, "Okay, get back in. You going back in on third down?" Went back in, bro. And Ricky Jean Francois, he was my 3 technique. So you got to shout out to 3 technique and pass rush, man. It all worked together. So he held the B gap for me, but he lined up head up on the tackle though.
Oh, okay. And then went inside on the guard. He lined up wide.
And went inside on the tackle. So he shortened that edge for me crazy. Like
because the tackle didn't know if he was gonna come to him. Yeah.
So the tackle was really supposed to fan out on me. He was too late, and it was actually Ryan Clady too, man. When best tackle was at the time.
Yeah.
At the time, he was cool. I was tearing his ass up though. He was cool. Whole game tearing his ass up. Hey, bro, listen, man. I didn't want to win up against pretty much all the greats, man. I'm saying like Joe Thomas is pretty much the best O-lineman I ever went against, man. I couldn't do shit with Joe Thomas. But
he was an animal.
But I didn't win against Trent Williams, you know what I'm saying? I went against all these dudes. Dwayne Brown, like man.
Trent Williams made like 8 straight Pro Bowls.
That's what I'm saying. He's still making Pro. I think he went to Pro Bowl last year, didn't
he? Yeah, he did.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I had a great game against him, man. Shit was amazing, man. It's rookie year shit. So it was just like whenever I had a chance to shine, bro, I just took advantage.
Exactly.
Because you know how it was, the short leash, man.
Exactly.
The short leash and the short leash and the politics really kept me, on tilt. Like I got to go do some shit. I can't afford to really make too many mistakes.
Yeah.
And then I was we went into the sophomore year, and then Rob had came back.
Mm-hmm.
So my sophomore year, my production went down because I played even less.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't really getting in the game and shit. And then I had got caught up with I had a marijuana case, and then they released me.
Yeah.
The police basically ran up in my house, bro. They raided my house during the off season for no reason.
Yeah, I read the article, man. Like if you could give a little more details just on the incident, like it seemed like I read the article like 5 times, bro. It was hard for me to internalize like exactly what happened because it sounded like maybe one of your neighbors called them or like
so I had a noise complaint. My neighbors used to always call it, like my neighbor next door, like it's so crazy. Like I used to live next door to a policeman, right? And I had my TV on the wall with the Bose little sound system or whatever. So sometimes it would get a little loud. But when the police lived next door to me, I never got no noise complaints. When he moved out, somebody moved in and they started calling the police on me every time it was too loud. I'm like, bro, you ain't gotta do that shit. Like, I'll turn the shit down. I'll go in my room and listen. I won't, you know what I'm saying? If it's too late, you know what I'm saying? I'll turn it down. I think it's just the fact that the shit was right on the wall and they was on the other side of me.
Yeah.
Because I stay in these apartments, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, they called the police again. It was the off season. I had just got back from California for my birthday. I was celebrating my birthday and shit in California. So I came back from Cali. It's the off season, bro. I was out of the program. I could smoke, you know what I'm saying? People smoking the league, bro. I feel like this is an open platform, bro. Like, I'm just letting everybody know, like, shit, motherfuckers smoke weed, bro. Like, they smoke trees out here. Everybody blowing trees.
Everybody in the league, everybody in the league smoke. NBA too.
Yeah, and now they letting it be okay and shit. Now they saying it's okay. That's what be killing me about this shit.
Advocates for cannabis.
Y'all niggas, man. Y'all owe us reparations for that shit. That's how I feel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, bro. They the police came and was telling me to turn down the music, but we were smoking and shit. So I stepped outside like to talk to him.
Yeah.
And then I had my boy take the tree that we had. I was like, man, just take it out the house. He took it and put it in my car or whatever. My car was outside in the parking lot.
Mm.
And I guess they stayed and watched us. And like they stayed at the crib. The police stayed and watched like the crib. Like, so, and they thought it was me coming downstairs putting it in the car. So they came back. Hours later, I was asleep, but it was like 2 in the morning.
Mm.
And somebody came and knocked on the door. It wasn't even no policeman at the door. Well, it was, but it didn't look like the policeman. Like, I peeped through the peephole. I'm like, what's up? And it was like, somebody then crashed into your red and black Dodge Challenger. It was early as fuck in the morning, bro. I'm thinking somebody was drunk. And like, I don't know who this white man is, dressed normal as hell outside my door, but that's all I could see. So I hurry up and grab my keys and shit to see, you know what I'm saying, who the hell then, you know, fucked up my car. I open up the door and I peep to the right, and it's, you know, the whole damn police force is coming up the stairs, my nigga. Like, they all they surrounded my crib.
Wow.
So I'm like, oh shit. I try to fall back into the crib, right? They bum rushed me at the door. And yeah, man. And then from that point, they searched my crib. I basically told them, I'm like, shit, y'all go look around them motherfucker. I ain't got shit. Like, I don't have nothing. But then they're like, we can search your car too. I'm like, damn. All right. So then, like, yeah, we know that was you that brought it down. So my boy that brought it.
They had a warrant and everything?
Yeah, they had a warrant, bro. I don't know what the hell they thought was going on in that bitch. Like, I guess they thought I was moving some pounds or something, but it wasn't even like that, though. Like, shit, I was, you know, smoking my personal amount.
Yeah, just an average
chilling, bro.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, man. I was just at the crib chilling, man. They came in there, you know, and I asked them at the time, like, man, why y'all doing this, man? Because like, y'all tearing up y'all tearing shit up here. I'm talking about they tearing up my couches, everything all out the cabinets and shit. Like, no remorse for none of my shit, bro. They not even finding nothing.
Yeah.
I'm like, why y'all doing this, man? I said, y'all know what the hell gonna come out of this. They're like, why are you doing this, man? We don't want you to be abusing drugs, people looking up to you and all that shit. I'm like, but y'all don't even know me in this bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just police and shit. This my time, you know, another time dealing with these punk ass police, bro. So, you know, and they ain't all like that, but these particular ones that night was some you know what I'm saying, some hoes, bro. They were some assholes, bro. Then they arrest me, bro. They take me to the police station, and then the people at the police station got the nerve, bro. They ain't even like, I didn't even really go in the cell, bro. Like, I just took like a picture. I took a picture. I didn't even put on the whole outfit. Like, I kept my pants on and shit. I just put the shirt on or whatever. I held the shit up. And then they was like, all right, you can go. But before you go, can you sign the autographs for us, though?
They asked for autographs, bro. Wow.
Bro, they asked me for my autograph as I left.
That's crazy.
So I'm thinking like, oh, this shit is fried. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's cool. Like, it ain't. That's cool. I went in there. I basically did, you know, some damage control. I let the coaches know, like, you know, that this shit happened last night. Like, it's probably gonna come out. Pagano was out. You know, was actually doing some shit with the Army outside the country. So when I talked to him, he was like, I'll talk to you when I get back. And when he got back, you know, like a week later, he said, you know, come see me. And then shit, he was like, hey, we're releasing you. Like, it was just, I'm like, damn. Like, I'm like, we ain't gonna wait for the case to get solved and shit. Like, I got hella shit. I got my own, you know what I'm saying, my own report about, I feel like we can beat this stuff. I'm like, they had no reason to come in my house type shit. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly. What did Pagano say when you said that?
he was like, I think it's just some shit basically that he was like, it really doesn't matter. He was like, Johnny, it's been one thing after another. He was like, I just think you need to learn some lessons. And he's like, I think you're gonna thank me later on in life for this. And I'm just like, man, I was so hot, bro. I'm like, man, you got me fucked up. I was so hot, man. I said, y'all got me fucked up, man.
Bro, I know you was hot, man. You was in the NFL. Like that's your job. Like that's how you get into the money. You know what I mean? That's how you take care of your family.
Bro, I wasn't even supposed to be there, man. The only reason I came back to Indiana, I was gonna stay in Cali for the whole offseason. The way I was out there kicking, I'm like, bro, I'm about to find out who can train out here. I'm staying out here. Pagano texted me when I was in Cali, bro. He like, it's your time now, Johnny. He was like, we need you to get back and get with our new trainers and shit. He was like, because it's your time. No more excuses. It's your time. Because they knew that, because he knew that how they did me my sophomore year was some bullshit, bro. Like how I lead the team in sacks and then come back the next year and y'all don't put me in the game at all. Like y'all let these motherfuckers y'all go sign Trent Cole. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. That's my dog too, man. Trent Cole, my dog. I wasn't mad at that, but like,
yeah, he was older by then. He wasn't the same Trent Cole.
Yeah, I think he was. It was another one. He might have been another one of them people who like, victim of just being too athletic and shit. Like, bro, like y'all trying to make him do too much shit. Trent Cole was a 4-3 defensive end, bro. He came to a 3-4 system. They trying to make him drop back and shit. Like, no, like Trent Cole is best moving forward. They can't block this dude. Right. They can't block him. Right. Let him go. They didn't. That just wasn't. I guess that just wasn't in the plans, bro. But I got a lot to say about sports in general. But I think that when the game is big enough, it's absolutely rigged. Because I played in the deflate game, bro. I played in the deflate game where they had the balls and they took the air out the ball. And shit.
Bro. Yeah, versus Tom Brady versus Patriots.
Yeah, like, and I'm just like, bro, and I remember playing the Patriots multiple times where it was just like, and we in their stadium, and it's just like weird, like the game feeling weird, or like when we played the Steelers the one time where it's like, this game feeling weird as shit. Like, it's like we not doing our normal, we ain't doing the normal shit that we do. Like, and I don't know what it is that we doing, but it's just feeling weird as shit. It's feeling like shit is already planned out for us to lose in this bitch.
Yeah.
So man, listen, bro. I'm just telling you, like, when the money on the line, bro,
you gonna have to write a book one day, bro.
I am, bro. I've been seeing. I've been a witness. I've been witnessing all this bullshit.
Yeah, like
all this shit is.
You've been in those spaces, bro. You've been in those spaces, bro. That's just powerful.
Yeah, all this shit's a TV show, man. That's all I know. That's all I do know, especially when the money involved, brother. Because you gotta think like how much money they making off gambling and FanDuel and all that bullshit. Like, that's really where the real money at. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly. Damn near billions.
That's where the real money at. And think about the people who in control. Like, you got motherfuckers, like, you got quarterbacks and shit like these, man. Come on now, bro. You telling me like they've been making movies about people what is it, point shaving and shit. They've been what was it, Blue Chips? You remember that movie Blue Chips?
Of course.
It was point shaving and shit, bro. Like this shit been going on.
And that was early in the night. I think that movie was made like 92, something like that. So it's been going on for a long time, like you said.
Exactly, bro. And then they just had the movie Uncut Gems too.
I watched that.
Where it was about like, you know what I'm saying, basically about the sports and the gambling where like
everything is rigged, man.
This shit is a rigged ass TV show. And I'm trying to tell y'all, don't get too.
It's all fake. It's all fake.
If you can figure out the algorithm on when they trying to fake some shit though, you'll make some good money though. You'll make.
That's
why
I love following. Obviously, we Edge guys, so I follow Frank Clark hella closely. I'm sure you probably know him better than I do. But I just always see him preaching that like it's all fake. It's all fake.
It's all fake. Yeah.
Keep his bubble small. Like I really respect how he moved because even with all this success, like you said, man, the shit is really fake. Like people gravitate towards success. You really got to watch your bubble.
Yeah, Frank a real one, man. When I first got released and shit, I actually ran into one of the scouts for the Seahawks. Going to, I was on my way to another work. I think I was on my way to San Francisco to work out for them. That was another reason why I ended up going to Canada, bro, because I had ended up working out for a few teams, but I didn't get signed. I wouldn't understand that shit. San Fran offered me a contract on the spot, but I still had to work out with the Jets. So I wanted to like weigh my options a little bit. I wanted to go work out for the Jets. They didn't offer me. They was like, we want to see what's gonna happen with the case. Then San Fran they rescinded on their offer. They like, we gonna wait too. I'm like, wow. Dang, all right. So then I had worked out for the Seahawks because I had talked to the dude on the plane or whatever. So they had brought me in. I kicked it with Frank, man. We had a great time, bro. That's my dude, man, forever. That's little bro, man, for sure. Not even little bro. I don't like calling people little bro and shit. Like, that's my dog, though, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man, I'm happy, proud of him, man. He doing tremendous in the league, bro.
Again, living through him, living
Oh yeah,
vicariously
vicariously, bro. I ain't
him,
tripping, bro. I love when he get out there. I love how he be just shitting on dudes, because that's what we do, man. That's what we do.
Like I be so happy, bro. I be so happy seeing that shit.
You know what I mean? I ain't got time to be hating on nobody. Like shit,
Exactly.
I could pull up my own damn film and let you know shit. We all do this shit. J. Ron, you know what I'm saying? We all do this shit, but I'm just happy like one of us got through, was able to beat the politics, all that shit. Like, thank you, man. Somebody get through, man.
And he in that 5-5, and he in that 5-5. So that
in the 5-5, man.
Right.
So you know
it adds something to it. Yeah,
it's definitely touching for sure.
So, like, talk about your transition to the CFL, man. You've been up there 4 or 5 years, Saskatchewan, Ottawa, BC Lions. It's crazy because before I decided to hang it up and start pursuing football, man, I played 2 years of arena football, and I literally tried out for, like, damn near every CFL team because I knew I was a tweener, knew I was a 3-4 outside linebacker type guy. And, you know, they all fed me the same shit, like, super close to a contract, like, man, we got you first on our list to the injury strike at linebacker, blah, 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 blah. Had my passport ready, but for whatever reason, I just never, I could never get my foot in that door. So just talk about your transitions to the CFL and just having success up there. You made a lot of plays. I watched your highlight tape. Obviously, you've been going crazy for years for different teams up there. Talk about the transition. Talk about the difference. I know you got to line up a yard off the ball, and you got to move a man in motion, kind of like arena ball that's running to the line before they snap the ball. So talk about some differences from the NFL to CFL, but then also talk about how you were able to go from having success in the NFL to having success in the CFL.
Okay, so I decided to go to the CFL after I had worked out for the Jaguars, and they didn't sign me. They had signed this dude, Bjorn Warner, who was actually on my team with the Colts, but I had beat him out, you know what I'm saying, for 2 straight years, you know what I'm saying? So I just, you know, politics again, bro. They chose the first round pick. The former first round pick got picked
I remember Warner, man. You was way better than
me. Bro, come on, man. And you know, no offense to Bjorn. He a good dude.
Yeah,
man,
no offense,
but he know what it is.
We know ball. Like, we know ball. Come on, man.
That's what I'm saying. He know what it is too, bro. It's just like, yeah, you know, he went to Florida State, Great White Hope, got drafted first round. You get way more chances than I do. You know what I'm saying? So even if I proven to be a better player,
privilege,
it's cool.
You know that.
Yeah, man.
That shit ain't going nowhere.
It's a real thing, man. It's definitely a real thing, especially in these sports, man. But I decided to go to Canada because Big Mark, you know, going back to my best friend Big Mark had actually signed up to Saskatchewan after he had got he was actually with the Colts for a second. We had came into camp when my rookie year. He was in camp with me, and then he had ended up trying to play for the Steelers. Then some time went by, and then basically that year, that in 2016, he signed up to Canada to go play for Saskatchewan. So he was telling me about that shit, how it was, because they was just now first starting their camp and shit. He like, bro, you would like this shit. I mean, you know, he's like, it's cool. And he's like, you can be as good as you want to be, or you can be as bad as you want to be. It's really super chill, laid back ass league. He's like, you can smoke. They ain't tripping about that shit. He was like, I'm like, shit. I mean, he's like, it's Canada. I'm like, you right.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right. So I had asked my agent basically to look into it. Yeah. Saskatchewan had my rights. So in CFL, the teams just be having your rights and shit. So you can't even just go sign to a regular team unless you're trying out. But if you was already playing or whatever, they basically got their pool of players, and each team put their rights on these players if they decide to come to Canada. Right. Saskatchewan had my rights. My best friend was playing for Saskatchewan. It just seemed like, you know, guy was telling me, you know, take this step towards another direction. And I went up there, bro. I just went up there, and our first year was just weird for real. Saskatchewan, like a middle of nowhere type of place. So it's not nowhere you would just be like, I got to go visit Saskatchewan. But it's a football country. It's a football province. You know, all they got is they Rough Riders, man. They're actually the biggest fans in Canada. So what I went into was an NFL type of structure in Canada. You know, the way they got it. And they played their last, it was an old stadium that they played at, but I played the last year for that stadium that year. And then they built a new stadium, which is like top-notch, state-of-the-art. Looked like an NFL stadium. Looked kind of like the Seahawks stadium, bro. So that was cool. Right. Canada was cool. People in Canada are very nice, man. I got this experienced culture out there. And that's what kind of when I started coming into my spiritual journey, because I was still trying to figure out, you know, why things was happening the way that they were. You know, why did my dreams just, you know, come and go so fast? You know, and I just had to, you know, I just had to realize, you know, a lot of things about myself and being in Saskatchewan in the middle of nowhere, and it was life changing for me just being able to like adjust to that lifestyle first. Now football was easy, bro. It wasn't. The only thing was really the rules for real. Like that was the shittiest part to me was to be in the yard off the ball. Like kind of gave the offensive lineman more of an advantage to me. But
definitely.
In the long run, though, I think I developed more moves because of that, though. Like, so because like the dude's already in me, I can't just, you know, beat him with speed like how I would like to. You know, he's gonna be in front of me regardless every time. So now I gotta sit here and, you know, work him towards the inside before I hit him out with the outside move, or work him outside and then hit him inside or shit. You know, make him think I'm doing one of those and bull rushes ass. So I developed a lot of new moves and shit being in Canada and being able to play off the ball. Because, you know, it's 12 people on the field at a time for both teams, and the field is wider. So the field is longer and wider, so it's more running and shit, different angles, so more flat angles in pursuit when you go on to chase the ball. Right. Instead of like downhill, it's more flat and then bend. So I became more athletic as far as like being a linebacker too. So I played like middle linebacker and shit when I've been up here too.
Yeah, so I seen that they used to move you around.
I played some right. Yeah, I done played some linebacker up there too, so that was fun. Just being able to, you know, change positions a little bit.
Yeah.
But you know, still politics up there too, man. It's, you know, it's the Canadian League, so they try to, you know, cater to the Canadians a little bit, try to make it a fair, even playing field for them. You know, and I get it. It's cool.
It's only like a certain amount of Americans, right, or something like that.
Yeah, you only get like 22 Americans on the 48 roster, on the 48-man roster, I think. Okay. And you got and it got to be a certain amount of Canadians in the game at a time too.
Oh, that's crazy.
So it's a lot of silly shit that goes into it. But I think the best part about Canada was just the lifestyle. Like, shit, man, just being able to go in at 9 o'clock. The day started at 9 o'clock. So it wasn't no real pressure to, you know, we going in there, we lifting, literally practice 4 hours long, bro. We out of there from 9 to 2, and we out of there. Okay. And then you just got the rest of the day just to, you know, relax or do whatever the fuck else you want to do. Yeah. And, you know, it's decent pay, you know what I'm saying? I've been living off the shit for the last few years, and I've been able to up the check every year and shit.
Of course.
It's been cool, man. It ain't about the money for me, man. Like, it's just, I've been able to play football and
you still and you still active, right? Or did the CFL the season get canceled?
The CFL canceled this year. They canceled the season this year because of COVID. But yeah, I'm still active, man. I bounced around to a couple teams after I left Saskatchewan. I bumped heads with my coach in Saskatchewan because of some hearsay shit. I guess I don't know, one of my coaches. You know how it is, man. Coaches and players bump heads all the time. So.
Yeah, you went to Ottawa and then you went to BC. You still with BC now, or?
Yeah, I'm in BC now. So I went to Ottawa, and we that was a great transition. I thought for sure, like after Ottawa, I was gonna be headed back to the league, but they signed a new coach the second year I was at Ottawa, and I wasn't really his type of defensive end. Okay. So he like more of the bulkier type of dudes at the end and shit. So my body size was kind of playing a factor and the reason I wasn't playing as much. Yeah. But we went to the Grey Cup and shit, and then I had decided to sign back with him because, you know, they gave me this false narrative that they was gonna give me a real chance to compete. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So, but then when we came into 2019 last year, they moved me straight to Mike linebacker as soon as camp started. And I'm just like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at like, okay, maybe this is just something I got to do for the team, but I didn't realize like they was really trying to get me up out of there. Yeah. Because you wanted your other dudes in the game and shit, and you wanted me, you thought moving me to Mike linebacker was going to prove to be a disaster, and you was going to have a reason to cut me. But nah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
still went crazy.
I'm a Ville nigga, bro. Like, it don't matter what you do. Like, I played center in high school, you know what I'm saying? I be having to remind motherfuckers, like, I do anything, bro. Like, I can play any position, bro. It don't matter. Just give me a couple practices and we gonna get busy for real. Like, and you know, I went out there in our last preseason game, bro. They disrespected me. Ottawa disrespected me in our last preseason game because they sat out everybody who had played the year before. They sat out everybody. To you know, on some, you know, we're gonna rest y'all type shit. You don't have to play this game. Y'all already made it. Newsome, you dressing up. I'm like, damn, I gotta go out here and prove myself to make the team again. Like after all these years, after all these highlights, after all these plays,
I'm telling you, bro.
After doing all this shit, I done led the NFL team to say I done did all this shit, and I still got to prove to you motherfuckers some shit, huh?
Politics.
That's why I be over this shit. I be low key over this shit sometimes.
I'm telling you,
I'm
bro.
tired of like the thing about sports, bro. You just get tired of catering to motherfuckers to try to get them to like you, because that's all that they ever told you. Like, you just gotta get one person to like you. You just gotta get one. You just gotta get them to like you. Why the fuck do I gotta get you to like me?
Right. Just base it off of my performance. Base it off of what I do.
Am I doing what I'm supposed to do? You ain't gotta like me. You feel me? I ain't gotta like you.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. So that's the type of shit that goes on in sports, man. That's the type of shit that goes on in politics in general, man. That's why I salute to you for having your own platform, bro.
Exactly,
salute to us for doing for branching out and just doing our own shit, because that's what they're scared of, bro. That's what they're scared of. They want us to try to enslave you.
Exactly.
They don't one way or the other.
Bro, that's why I started this shit. They don't want us to be on a platform, grown black men, really telling the truth, really telling what this shit is really like.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, bro.
I'm telling you.
I ain't gonna listen, bro. I'm with you, bro. They don't want me to start my podcast. It's gonna be real uncut on that bit. It's gonna be real uncut, bro.
It's uncut on my joint, bro. Real organic, pure conversations, man. I got 2 more questions for you, dog. So one thing that I always admired about you is that, you know, you've always tapped into your creativity. I think it's funny that, you know, you brought up acting. You took on acting in middle school at Cleveland School of Arts. Like I started to get into acting 2 years ago, and I've done some commercials and just all those kinds of things.
I seen you.
Yeah, but
I be liking that shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'll be like, damn, bro, I need to get back into it, man. Y'all be inspiring you and my cousin and people, man. Say the acting where it's at, bro.
Just creativity in general, man. And I say all that to say I've always appreciated that you were always creative and tapped into that. You know, you make music, write music. So what other interests do you have outside of football, more so, you know, when you actually decide to hang it up and retire? And I know you got the Never Ever Worry merch, you know what I'm saying? You've been killing it with that for a while. And also, I think you got the joint venture with your fiance, your wife, Herbalani. Yeah. Where did those Herbalani, like, what did those kind of like? Yeah. I keep saying it wrong. Herbalana or
Herbalana. So her name Brie Lana, and we made it Herb Elena.
Okay, Herb Elena. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, Herbalana. Yeah.
Where, like, so are those the only 2 interests that you're interested in? Music, merch, and you know, a herb brand, or like what other interests do you have? And also, where did I know you said you've been tapping into your spirituality, and I have too the last 2 years, but where did that creative diaspora come, right? Like, where did those creative ideas come from? Because a lot of people always ask, like, man, how'd you get the idea? But you really got to be tuned into yourself to literally be sitting there with a blank sheet of paper and then to create something. Whether you creating the merch, whether you creating words that go with your nickname, whether you creating a brand, whether you creating a podcast, whatever we doing creatively, you literally start with nothing. So you have to be in a certain kind of spirituality space to be able to create something from the ground up. So where did that come from for you?
Man, I don't know, bro. I really can't. I don't know where it came from. I think it's just always been a part of me, bro. I think back to like, even when I was in love, like elementary school, and I just come home drawing. It's just hella drawings on my homework and shit. Like my mom used to get pissed off about that shit. She's like, stop drawing Goku and Vegeta on the goddamn piece of paper. You draw another Vegeta, I'm whooping your ass. Like, listen, man, I gotta express myself one way or the other, and it's like, y'all want me to be this animal, and I'm not trying to be this. So I gotta do the music. I gotta draw. I gotta write poetry.
I'll be sketching too, bro. Yeah, right. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. It's just. I think art is so equivalent to life in general. Like life is art. You know what I'm saying? So I think everybody should be able to express themselves creatively without it feeling like we doing too much or something. That's why I'll be like, man, I got friends, you know, I got all my friends. We got Bill, motherfuckers. Hella people from Cleveland make music and shit. So it's not unlikely to have a friend that's in it for real though. You know what I mean? So and they try to do the shit. So, you know, so they want to make money off the shit. They want to make a living. But I got to remind my boys all the time, like, bro, just do that shit for the love, bro. Like, just do that shit because, like, that's just what you love to do. Like, you create your own fan base and shit. Like, you ain't got to worry about none of that shit. Like, you do this shit to express yourself, and when you put that energy out there, and whatever comes back, like that's what it's all about.
But you're doing it because you love it. You love to do it.
You're doing it for the love, for the energy. You know what I'm saying?
It's so funny, bro. That's the first question. And you know, our parents are a little more old school. They so used to getting a job, staying up with a job, whatever. But that's the first question my parents asked me when I told them I'm starting the podcast. Like, oh damn, like how you gonna make money doing that? And it's just, and that's what I had to tell them. Like, first off, I'll make money off my listenership, but second off, I'm not doing it for the money. I'm doing it because I'm passionate about it. I think our stories are powerful, and whatever comes from it, whether that's merch, whether that's a subscribers on a Patreon account, whether that's a future deal, podcast deals, whatever. That will come organically because I'm passionate about our stories and I'm doing it. I don't care what money I make from it. Like I don't care about that.
Yeah, exactly, man. Like you just got people got to understand energy and frequency. Like you know what I'm saying? Like how that's life, bro. Like you got to think about life as far as like energy and frequency and like the shit that you do. All you got to do is just think about anything that you ever truly wanted to do. Exactly. You did it.
Exactly.
That's it. It's like anybody that's listening right now, like anything that you ever really wanted to do. If you put the energy and the action behind it, it got done.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple, man. And if it didn't work out that way, then something else came out of it. You know, something else came back.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Even if it wasn't necessarily what you was looking to get out of it. Yeah. So that's why I try to tell people, like, don't have no expectations, bro. Just just do shit. Like just do shit just to do. Like do that shit. Like, especially if that's what you want to do. Do it. Facts. Don't have no expectations. Put it out there. And whatever comes back, you know, that's what we call a blessing. You feel me? Like just like when people send up prayers, you know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
You know, it's man, people gotta just, you know, tap into their inner self, man. Tap into your inner power, bro.
Exactly.
I know it's a lot of outside influences and shit. All you need is you, man.
All you need is you. Facts, man. Last question, bro. What would you say is Jonathan Newsome's after effect, right? What would you say is your aftershock? We got 20 plus years of doing this, the wins, the losses, the injuries, like we was talking about, the politics, the racism, through 20 years of experience, and you're still an active, you know, a CFL linebacker right now, player right now. Right. What would you say is your after effect? What were some lessons that you learned during all this time from the Tally Tigers to the Glenville A's to Glenville to Ohio State, to Ball State, to the Colts, to all your CFL teams? What were some lessons that you learned that you will possibly ingratiate into your kids, you know, with you being a father, and also just to the next generation as we try to push the culture forward?
Like I said, man, it's all you need is you. The power is within yourself. So you got to be able to eliminate distractions and outside influences and really sit down and just be still for a minute and take it all in for what it is. Like, and understand when things are what they are. And then you sit there and realize there's only a certain amount of things that you can control.
Exactly.
And when you sit there and you control the controllables, exactly. So now this gets into my whole never ever worry thing, which is about stress, because you know, stress is the main killer in history, for real. You know, stress is what kills us, indirectly or directly. You feel me? Like everything was based off of some form of stress. Right. So we gotta be able to, you know, get a grip on this shit, for real. And it starts with our emotions and how we looking at things. So, you know, football was so emotional for me growing up in sports. Like I loved the sport, and it was just always about, you know, whatever I had in mind, my expectations from it. Like shit, they always tell you, set your goals. What are your expectations for this year? And I just tell people now, like, don't even have none, man. Just like do shit because that's what you love to do, because it's a passion for it, because it can help somebody else. You feel me? Or because it's making you better. And like we just touched on, man, put good energy out, and good energy gonna come back. That's all it is. And just being able to control your emotions, and don't worry about things that you can't control. Never ever worry, man. Worrying does nothing for you.
I love it, bro. Never ever worry, bro. I love it. Well, yeah, bro, man. I appreciate you carving out the time. I know you're a super busy man. Got the family going on. One last thing, bro. One thing that I've been trying to pride myself on. 2020 been a weird year. We never know when the last time we would see each other or talk or anything like that, with the passings and all that. So I've been just trying to give guys flowers while they're here, man. We go way back to 2006. But all the accomplishments, bro, all the accolades, everything you accomplished, bro, I want to tell you, face up, man to man. I'm super proud of you. Keep going, keep killing it in all your business endeavors. Keep being an amazing father to your kids. Keep being an amazing husband, you know, to your wife, man. And I want to just tell you that, face up as a Black man, you know, and give you that love while we both still here.
I appreciate you, brother. I really do, man. And I appreciate what you're doing. And like I said, you always been an influence to me, man. So, just keep doing that, man. I'm still following in your path. Next up for me, I'm going to probably give me a podcast too. So,
yes, sir.
It started off when it started off. I had to take the 5-5 from you. I'm probably going to follow up with a podcast too.
Hey, it's space for all of us, man. And I appreciate you jumping on. And we'll be in contact, man. And
for sure.
Say hello to the family.
Bro.
Yeah, say hello to the family, man.
Absolutely.
Y'all stay safe out here. I know the numbers are rising. Hopefully everything is still safe out there.
Yeah, man.
And,
hey, remember it's all a TV show, man. Just be safe, man. Be safe. Keep your energy. Keep your energy.
All propaganda.
Trying to tell you, bro. Just don't pay that shit no attention. Worry about what's in front of you.
I'll tell you. All right, bro. Well, yeah, take it easy, man. Happy Saturday. Y'all have a good weekend, man. We'll be in touch.
You too, bro. All right, love.
So yeah, guys, again, what a great episode 31, right, with Jonathan Newsome. If you listen to the whole interview, you can kind of just see the trajectory of his journey, right? Starting born in Atlanta, Georgia, right? And then matriculating to Cleveland and playing in the same muni league as me. I think we played against each other a few times. And then we ended up meeting in high school and playing for the same high school, graduated from the same high school, Glenville High School. And then, he just did great things at Ohio State, at Ball State, got drafted in the 5th round. 2014 NFL draft, played 2-3 years, experienced some turbulence, got kicked off the team, had to go to the CFL, and has been up in the CFL for 5 years now, just killing it. But even then, you can kind of see it's politics and everything. It's politics in high school sports. It's politics. It's really real politics in college sports, and it's even bigger politics in the NFL, right? So again, just appreciate you all for tapping in with me. The Patreon account is coming. We're almost finalized with that. The verse is coming, still in production. So just be patient with us. We're learning and growing each episode, per week as we release these episodes and this powerful content. So thanks for listening, and I look forward to coming back for episode 32. Until next time, peace.